EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Las Vegas. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action now. Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And Wilson going to keep it again, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action with Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points. And if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And Graham's got it, complete. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Carr completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Bryan Edwards. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes It's a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play. This quick pass complete to Sutton. A gain of 6 there on first. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages. Blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know the adjustments.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Carr, a handoff here to Drake. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Carr now on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action to Drake, now Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play there for the Raiders. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A give running right, Drake. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Carr. It's caught here by Adams. Touchdown! Devontae Adams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. And the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, Drake. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. To throw his Carr. And that is Carr. Touchdown, Raiders! 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Play action. Now Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Dancing to his left. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Wilson. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to a field goal. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. With another return now, here's Westbrook. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He starts by handing this off to Drake. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On play action. Now Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And that's on the rookie first-round pick, Alex Leatherwood. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's Drake one more time on second down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense... Takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. Hamler now on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. It's caught outright by Graham. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Play action. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Javonte Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Randy Gregory. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They've got his man, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Now Carr, got to have this one. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Bulldozes past him, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Touchdown, Raiders! Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. This pass caught by Hamler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second and 6. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. McManus's point after is good, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
27.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even